Do you ever just feel like everything you see is the same? It's all the same formulated content. It may as well be factory made. Talk about a new thing, title it something only slightly related, make the thumbnail make no sense, and make sure you put a face on it too. You know, have that human touch. And the most important thing is to make sure your audience is as overstimulated as possible for bonus points. And that got me thinking, why not just have it all done by AI? People do complain that AI has no soul, whatever that means, but what is the point in that when most human eye is already soulless? So why not use AI? So let's do that. Now, I won't be the first person to do something like this, introducing AI Sponge and Nothing Forever, which you probably already know, but if you don't, have been living under a rock for nearly a year. Wait, it's been that long? Well, time really does fly by. Well, anyways, they're both projects that create a fake TV show that is ran entirely by an AI. Everything a character says and does is decided by an AI, and all of it is done in such a way that there are no people that are needed to control the show, and it can run forever without any intervention. Well, until SpongeBob talks about cock and ball torture, Jerry says something transphobic, and Squidward has a very strange hatred for the Spanish language.
Do you have to speak Spanish? Can't you just speak English like everyone else?
We really do live in the future. But how do they actually work? What's going on behind the scenes to make the magic happen? Well, it's a lot easier to think of these AI-generated TV shows as being made up of two key parts. You have the scriptwriter and the actors. The scriptwriter, which in most cases is GPT, creates the script. How surprising. This is what does the actual thinking and is powered by an AI. It creates the dialogue for every character, what they'll do, pretty much everything that happens. And then you have the actors. By themselves, they are hopeless and can't really do anything. But with a script from that scriptwriter from earlier, they could just go through it line by line, and when their part comes up, they follow whatever it says. With those two parts working together, you now have a TV show that can run forever. But how does this relate to AI-generated YouTube videos? Well, if you just slightly tweak the script from the scriptwriter, so instead of the AI writing a script for a TV show, it then writes a script for, I don't know, a YouTube video, and also swap out the cast to something a lot more fitting, then congrats, you have a near infinite supply of YouTube content. The YouTubers, if you even want to call them that, can even say something controversial every now and then, so you can't even tell the difference. Now, I could just create one style of content and call it a day, but I feel like that's not going to make for anywhere near a long enough video, so let's do 3. Why 3? Because it's a really nice number. Okay, let's start with an easy one. It's just people talking about things. This whole thing is going to work like this. I'm going to generate a script using ChatGPT 3.5, because I don't want to pay for GPT-4 and I don't have near enough VRAM to run a good model locally. And I'll create a program that takes that script as input and then just creates an environment with some characters that can then act it out like I said earlier. Now, making the script is a fairly simple process that involves programming ChatGPT, so instead of giving me the answers to only the most important questions possible, it gives me a script. All you tell it to do is follow a set of rules on how to structure its output, and it's very important you tell it how to output, as if the script isn't exactly like how the program will expect it to be, even something as simple as using dashes instead of colons, then it will crash and burn as it doesn't know what to do. A little bit of work now means saving a lot of time programming in the future. And for the program that'll read the script, I'll just make it display some awesome 3D graphics that sort of make sense, and that'll be perfect enough. Okay, that's enough talking. Let's just make that. Sort of works, just needs better voices and an actual GUI. What if I just do some gibberish? Amazing. That is one sick ass looking cube. This looks horrifying. I love it. Whip boop whip boop. Okay, it's missing some shading. Okay, that's better. Whatever, it is what it is. Time to get those mouths moving. Yeah, that's not right. Like, the jaw stays connected to the head. These guys got a lot on their minds. Now that I got the montage out of the way, here is a podcast that was written, voiced, and acted out, all by AI.
All right, folks, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we've got a doozy of a topic. We're going to rank colors from S to F tier. Get ready for some serious debates.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Let's dive right in. I'll start with green in the STA. It's the color of life, nature, and all things good.
Seriously? Green? That's boring, man. I'm putting red in S tier. It's the color of passion, love, and excitement.
Of course you'd say red, Joey. Blue is the obvious S-tier choice. It's the color of tranquility and depth.
Tranquility? Seriously, Michael? Blue is just a cold color. You probably like vanilla ice cream, too.
Vanilla is classic, Joey. Unlike your obsession with red,
Hold on, guys. What about purple? It's a mix of red and blue. So it should be up there, right?
Purple? Really, Andrew?
I appreciate variety, okay? Variety is the spice of life.
spice? This isn't a cooking show, Andrew. We're talking colors here.
And I'm telling you, red is the color of lifeblood, fire, and victory. It deserves S tier.
Victory? Are you kidding me? Blue symbolizes the vastness of the ocean and the endless sky. It's unparalleled.
Guys, come on, let's not fight.
Fight? I'll tell you what's worth fighting for, Michael Red.
Blue, Joey, blue.
All right. Let's take a breather here. We're not getting anywhere.
All right, let's try to find some common ground. What about yellow? B tier?
Agreed, Joey. Yellow's pretty cheerful. B tier it is.
Finally, something we can agree on.
Before we continue our color debate, let's take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Cooler Blend, the ultimate color mixing app. Create your own shades, experiment with hues, and settle debates like ours right on your phone. Download it now and let the color wars begin.
I bet it's better than Joey's red obsession.
And Michael's blue fixation.
Okay, that was a slightly weird ending. Now, I gave a prompt to get started on that topic, but then I realised that since it can in theory do any kind of podcast, why not try and make it act out a Dungeons and Dragons episode, with dice rolling and everything, and, well,
Hey, ugly green things, ever been smacked by a loaf of bread?
it worked. I'm not going to play the whole thing as it's pretty long, but let's just move on to taking more jobs. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. So my first idea was to actually do a reaction channel, but you don't really need AI to automate that. Just like a JPEG or a video on loop in the corner. No one will be able to tell the difference, so let's do commentary instead. Now, the biggest issue of automating channels like Moist Critical is that they talk about recent things, and GPT can't really do that, as its data isn't always up to date and has a habit of making things up, which is a big problem as these channels are known for their reliable information. Yeah, I'm just kidding, it isn't a problem. It's not like the content even has to be real in the first place. Okay, let's go. You shall be my puppet, my David or Michelangelo. You shall be called Smith. I should become an interior designer. Note that the mouth goes up and down, not to the sides. Now that much shorter montage is over, here is a commentary video on a new and controversial Mr. Beast challenge.
Hey there, folks. Today, we're diving into the latest insanity from the YouTube circus and our ringmaster, none other than Mr. Beast himself. Now, you might be thinking, oh, Mr. Beast, the guy who gives away money like it's confetti at a wedding? Well, hold on to your radiation suits, folks, because we've got some twisted news. Did you hear that right? Mr. Beast wants to turn our beautiful planet into a radioactive dumpster fire. And for what? A chance to hitch a ride on Elon's SpaceX junket to Mars? I mean, I've seen some wild ideas on YouTube, but this one takes the frickin' cake. Let's break this down. You're telling me that instead of, I don't know, feeding the hungry, saving the environment, or doing any of the million things that could actually make the world a better place, this guy wants to nuke us all for clout. Honestly, it's like he's playing a game of who can be the most ridiculous YouTuber. And he's winning by a landslide. And not in a good way. But let's be real, folks. We've all seen this coming. YouTube's turned into a dystopian arena where creators compete to outdo each other with increasingly absurd content. I mean, we used to have genuine content discussions and creativity. Now, it's all about shock value, clickbait, and bizarre challenges like this one. It's like a race to the bottom, and Mr. Beast is the frontrunner, sprinting towards oblivion. So, are you ready to don your hazmat suits and fight for that golden ticket to Mars? Or should we all just collectively facepalm at the state of YouTube? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But remember, no matter what happens, I'll be here to dissect the madness and serve it up with a side of brutal honesty.
Now after I made that, I then realised that you can also tell it what opinions to have on topics. So here is one of the joys of getting a brain chip.
Welcome back, folks. Today, we've got some mind-bending news that's bound to leave you questioning the very fabric of reality. But first, before we dive into this madness, let me remind you that this video is brought to you by Soylent, the meal replacement of champions. And now, on to our main course. Picture this, you're just minding your own business, contemplating whether to snag another Nintendo Switch game when suddenly an idea pops into your head. Not just any idea, but an ad. Right there in your brain. And guess what? You'll love it. That's right, folks. A company, let's call them Neurodes, has announced a revolutionary brain chip that'll bombard your thoughts with advertisements. But wait, there's more. In exchange for this, you'll get sweet discounts on products. What's not to love? I can see it now. You're contemplating life's mysteries, and suddenly, boom. A thought about discounted Soylent just pops up. How can you resist? It's like they're reading your mind, but you invited them in. But hold your horses, this chip isn't just about products. It's about lifestyle, baby. You'll be dreaming of that dream vacation brought to you by Paradise Airlines with a side of soothing brainwave sounds. Come. The serenity. And you know what? I'm all in. Sign me up for that neural billboard extravaganza. I can't wait for my brain to be filled with ads for products I didn't even know I needed. It's like Christmas every day. I mean, imagine the possibilities. No more decision making. It's all done for you. Your brain will be a catalog of consumerism. Frick free will, we're going all in on this Soylent-fueled and soaked dystopia. But hey, don't take my word for it. Join the hype, and let's collectively embrace our neural overloads. Until then, I'm Smith, signing off. Remember, stay freaking entertained.
Now that's done, on to the last genre? Or whatever you call it. Okay, I want to get it to generate YouTube skits. Now that will be a hard one. Right now, all that happens in the videos is talking, and everything else, the characters, the voices, and the scene has been hard-coded and could not change. But for the skits, it has to be a little bit looser, so I need to let the AI come up with that stuff. Now, what I'll do is just let the AI put some stuff around in a room and make it create some custom characters, or by just adding a couple lines to the script. Okay, let's speed through this one. Chair, block, mouth, floor, couch, person, scratch that, people. And after a bit of coding, it's done. So I present to you a video that the AI titled Roommate Delusion. All the other ones had titles too, I just never bothered reading them.
Mark, we need to talk.
I knew you'd come, my son.
Mark, you need to stop with this whole second coming of Christ thing. It's getting out of hand.
Out of hand? John, I turned water into tap water last night.
That doesn't make you Jesus, Mark.
Oh, and what about my ability to walk on kitchen tiles without slipping? Ever thought about that?
That's just good balance, Mark.
You're just jealous because I can bless the microwave and make it cook my popcorn in 3 minutes flat?
That's not divine, that's just impatience.
Well, check this out, doubter. I can turn your sandwich into a sandwich with extra mayo by just looking at it.
Mark, it's called a condiment, not a miracle.
Fine, you want more proof? Watch this. I can change this TV channel without using the remote.
That's called a power button, Mark.
Oh, ye of little faith. I can make the clock move faster by staring at it.
Mark, you're just making things up now.
I am the way, the truth, and the microwave repairman.
Enough, Mark. Let's settle this once and for all. If you're Jesus, turn this water into wine.
Easy peasy. Pours water into a glass, behold, tap water.
You see, Mark, you can't.
And now he takes a sip, behold, wine.
Mark, you just poured red wine into the glass before drinking it?
Well, yeah, but I blessed it first.
That's it. I'm leaving.
Wait, John. Don't go.
What now, Mark?
You're right. I'm not Jesus.
Finally, some sanity.
I'm something greater.
Oh, please. What could be greater than Jesus?
I'm the second coming of Santa Claus.
What?
I bring presents, man.
And the final video of this, which the AI titled Party of Illusions. Ooh.
Hey, Alice. This party is amazing.
Absolutely, John. The energy here is insane.
Who drank my soda?
Wasn't me.
Oh, here comes trouble.
Guys, stop. This is getting out of hand.
Sorry, John, I thought it was yours.
No worries. Let's just enjoy the party.
Hey, John, try this pill.
What is it?
Just take it, John.
Finally, you took antipsychotics. What happened to the party? There was no party, John. I thought it was real. Your mind can play tricks on you. It was, in my head, wasn't it? Yeah, but you're not alone.
Oh my god, it was all in the head. How deep and philosophical. So that's all three finally done. There are some things I wanted to try, like try and automate streaming, like have a face cam in the corner with an AI generated chat and some gameplay that's also done by AI. I guess that would be closer to something like a VOD, but something like that would require a lot more effort than I'm willing to put in. I'm not even the first to try and automate YouTube. There's an entire subsection of YouTube just dedicated to just reading out Reddit posts in a shitty TTS voice. And there are people like Kwebblekop just obsessed with this AI stuff and the idea of making even more money with less work. And first of all, that's not even run by AI. There's still some poor intern in the background recording the gameplay and writing the script, then be read out with TTS. But who knows, this might be the future of content, and we'll just have to accept it. Maybe this video and channel was made entirely by AI. Well anyways, join the Discord, like, comment, subscribe to make the algorithm like me more so this channel can grow, and see you in the next video.